Yeah, thank you, team, for joining. So today we will be covering the below sessions. I just how to create additional domain controller, how to set up login time for the users, login hours for the end users. Like you cannot log into any machine out of your shift. How to create a folder and a shared drive into computer. So this is my machine. Hi, team. So today I could not start the recording at the time of class. So I'm doing it again, just to make sure that the people who could not join can also see. So this is our primary domain controller, and this is supposed to be our secondary domain controller, but while installing this we are getting some error message. Um, so we'll do it from scratch once again so everybody can see it. So let me delete this machine completely. I'll go to manage, delete from the disk. So this machine is completely deleted. Now I'll go to my hard drive and into free lab I'll create another folder, name DC02 2K16. So inside this I'll create a new machine, so whoever did not join the first class, they can also see that how I'm creating new machine from beginning and how I'm assigning them the IP address and all the configuration. Or so the installation got started. We have created brand new machine. We'll state a language, English Canada time. So it will take some time to start as it's we are building new machine. Meanwhile, I will open this client machine and I'll show you how can we set up the policy that this user should log in or log out within the time decided by the organization. So this user called Naveen Kumar. Now the time is 3:53 p.m. EST and he can log in. But if we go to our Active Directory and we'll find this user and we'll set his time that he won't be able to log in after 3. Let's suppose his shift get over at 3. So we'll find Naveen and Kumar. We'll go to his property, accounts, login hours. This kind of scenario we get generally for the banking projects or for the projects which is financially and confidential information which company does not allow them to log in of business hours. So now the time is 3:54. So I'll select from to 4. So you won't be allowed to log into 2 to 4. If I select 3 to 4, this is 3 to 4. So I'll click on OK, apply, and that's it. Now the application will take some time. Meanwhile, we'll select this option to complete the installation process. Accept the terms and condition. Install by default, and it will take some time. Meanwhile, I will log off. Naveen Kumar. And why we are creating additional domain controller, to make sure that if something goes wrong in the primary one, then it always covers. So it's still able to log in. I think that application has not been replicated yet. So I'll just refresh my Active Directory, and I'll try to log off Naveen Kumar and log in again to see whether he's allowed to log in with these hours in which he is not allowed. See, you're getting your account is time restrictions that prevent you from signing at this time. Please try again later. So this means Naveen Kumar is not allowed to log in at this time. Now if we go back to our AD, find this user and Kumar and remove the restrictions, then he will be able to log in. So we have removed the restrictions. You'll see Sunday all day, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, and these are the time 12 to 12. So you can select any time by selecting this and selecting this. And if you want to deselect, you go here and deselect, and then click on OK, and then you close it, you refresh your Active Directory, then you log off Naveen Kumar and try to log in again. This time he should be able to log in. Okay. So meanwhile, this is installing. I will explain what is RODC servers and why do you need this. So for example, we have a company, one branch in India and one branch is in Japan, one branch in America, but we have small business from China as well. So our some partners, some suppliers are working from China. They also want to get authenticate from this AD. So these Active Directories which we have in India, in Japan, in America, these Active Directory are additional domain controller and domain controllers, but this China branch is just RODC. So whenever any China user or user who are getting authenticated from the China branch, they change the password. So this RODC will replicate the policies and the replication of all the objects, whatever it is. We have completed our 5 FSMO roles, if you remember. The one was PD simulator, schema master, and then we had PD simulator, schema master, domain naming master. Then we have RID master, anything else, schema master to infrastructure master. So these are the 5 roles. So all these Active Directory is also holding these all 5 roles connectivity. Similarly, even this is RODC, this is also having connectivity with all 5 roles. So this will replicate the passwords, this will replicate the any changes happens within the organization, but it will have only read-only permissions. It will not be able to change the password, it will not be able to make any modification into Active Directory. And it has only one-way traffic just to replicate the information and get the replication from this to this as well, but it cannot make the changes. So that's the reason we call it read-only domain controller. So our machine is ready. So once the machine is ready, we do renaming machine, IP address configuration, and tool installation. So this will take a while. We will install this tool called install VMware. This will make the screen bigger like normal size, and also we will rename the machine. And also assign the IP address. So this is the tool. So I'll change the name to DC02-2K16. So it will ask you to restart, so we don't have to restart twice. That's the reason we are doing both the things same time. So let's suppose we want to share a folder to our some of the employee to any drive. See, this user Naveen has just one drive here, only C drive. So we want to create a drive which is also visible here to Naveen. And why do we do that? To so they whenever we do any patching, so the patching team, the Wintel team, can put the latest patch, downloaded patch into the shared folder, and whoever has assigned the task, they can log in, or they can, whenever they're doing patching, they can go to this drive and use that install downloaded file to install the patch. So it's a shared drive folder which we can share throughout our organization. So what we will do, we will go to our primary domain Active Directory, we'll go to C drive, and under C drive we will go to under users, public. Okay, we'll go to C drive. Let's make this folder name shared drive. Okay, so we will right click on this, we'll go to properties, we'll go to sharing, we'll go to share, and this read and write administrator owner. So this is the shared folder. Now we'll copy this link, and if you see, still there's no folder created. So we'll go to his profile. This folder we have created into our C drive of the primary domain. Meanwhile, we will restart this. So this folder we have created into Active Directory, and we'll go to Naveen Kumar. We'll go to his profile and connect this path. So first we'll copy the computer name. Then slash, and then we'll go to the location, the folder name. The folder got deleted automatically as shared drive. This. So when you do right click, you will not be able to. But we go here and copy this path. Okay, unable to copy this. Let me try it again. So we will check the permission on this once again. Shared folder, right click, properties, advanced option, permissions, full control, everyone. So we'll give full permission to this folder first, which we want to share to Naveen or any user. We'll check the permission. If the permission is granted and it's shared, then we will go to Active Directory. We'll go to Naveen's profile. After going to Naveen's profile, we'll go to Connect Drive, and from there we will type the path of our primary domain computer name. So in this case, our computer name is DC01 2K16. So we'll type that, and then we'll do the slash and type the username of the person for whom we want to give the access. So I'll copy the computer name, so make sure I will not make any mistake. This is our computer name. We'll go to Active Directory, property, profile, share drive, slash, and commerce. So now we can see, we'll log off the user and log in again. Meanwhile, our machine got started. So we'll see if you are able to see the folder, shared folder with Naveen Kumar, yes or no. So we can see this Z drive with Naveen Kumar. But if you log into any other user, if you configure the IP address and ping setting commands into our new machine, so we'll enable the remote connection. What else? We will disable IPv6 and go to IPv4. We'll provide the following IP address: 192.168.1. 12 will give. So 10 was the IP. Ashish Kumar. Yes, Sharma. So he's also first time logging. It will take some time. So we can machine which we already deleted in our previous, I mean, when we started this session. The machine which we already deleted, which we did not configure properly, and we were getting error message while our morning session. So we'll delete this machine, and because we made that as a uh, domain join, that's the reason we have deleted this machine. And now if we see, we don't see any additional machine apart from one machine. So we'll start from here. If you see under domain controller, we have just one machine, which is this primary machine. Under computers, we have only one machine. This is client machine. So VMware tool has notified the site setting. You must log off to apply these settings. No, I don't want to log off. I just want to see the drive which is not showing here. So this user is A Sharma. So I'll go to this A Sharma user and assign the home drive once again, just to show you how to assign the home drive. And why do we assign that? To make sure that everybody can use the same space when they are sharing the files. Connect. Double slash. The computer name was DC01 2K16 slash shared drive dash A Sharma. So A Sharma got access. Now if we log off A Sharma and log in again, now it's not showing the folder here. Sign out, refresh our AD, log in again. A Sharma, welcome. So if you see this PC, the drive is here. So if you want to remove the access, you go back to A Sharma, you go to his profile, your local path, and the access has been removed. That's it. So if the A Sharma try to access this again, he will be able to access, but once you log off and log in, this drive will be removed. So that's how we provide additional drive access to any user. So if you see Sharma logged in again, the drive is missing now. So today we learn how to share drive, share folder to the users using Active Directory access. So now we are back to our new machine. We are providing the IP address, the DNS, the default path we will give the same as it is our local server of Active Directory. Default is blank, so we'll leave it blank. But DNS preferred name we will give it to primary one, 192.168.1.10. Also we'll go to advanced settings and we'll go to DNS, Microsoft.com. That's it. Now we'll try to ping 192.168.1.10. We are able to ping. Similarly, we'll try to ping from our main machine, the Active Directory. Ping space 192.168.1. What IP address we have given? IP config 12. This is our IPv4 address 12. So we'll try to ping So we are not getting a reply. Reason being, our firewall is on. So we'll turn off the firewall. Windows firewall. Turn off the firewall. Now if we do ping, we are getting reply. So now we will close this machine because we don't have any work with this machine anymore, and we will go back to our 2K16 new machine and we'll make it as a domain join machine. After domain joining machine, we will make it as an additional domain controller. So we'll go to change, click on domain, microsoft.com. So if you see here in the computers, we see only one computer and one machine. But after joining, welcome to the domain. Now it will ask you to restart, to apply the settings. Restart now. Because we just have one domain controller, so it's just showing one. The computer got increased. See, it was only one computer, so now it has two computers. One is this computer, one is this computer. Now it is type of the machine is just computer, but as soon as we make this as additional DC, it will become our ADC. So this is our machine ready. Now we will make it as additional DC. How do we do that? We click on add and feature roles, add roles and features, click on next, next. We just install Active Directory domain services. In the morning at the time of class, what mistake we have done, we have installed the certificate service as well. So I have deleted that machine and I have prepared this new machine. We'll just install Active Directory, that's it. So this time we will configure this, and automatically we have selected the option to restart, and it should not give any error message. See, this is the error message says certificate server is installed. Verification of the prerequisite of the domain controller from promotion is failed. Certificate server is installed. So that's the reason it was giving some error message. So I have not installed certificate as a server on this machine, because this machine will not be authenticating or generating any certificate to authenticate any applications. So just installed Active Directory, that's it. So it will take some time to restart, and then we can see this machine will start showing here as a domain controller. Now it is not showing because it's still in the process. It's only showing in the computers. CL01, CL means client, DC2 as a computer, because it's just a domain join member. So this is done. Confirmation required, installation succeed on. So we'll close it, and now it is asking to promote this machine as a domain controller. So restart did not happen because it was not required, because I have selected the option called restart if it's required. So add domain controller to an existing domain. This is our existing domain. We'll click on next. You must apply a user account. Okay, this is current user which does not have sufficient permission. So I'll change this to Microsoft/add administrator. So current user does not have sufficient permission. That's why I given the password of the primary domain controller administrator, because we are joining that domain. So this is I was talking about in the class also, that read only is something from where only the application getting replicated to the other domain controller. It will never make the changes of the password, it will never make the changes of the accounts, or it cannot delete the accounts. But these users, whenever they change the password, the replication will happen to the primary DCs and the secondary DCs, and that's how the replication works to all the PDC emulator, infrastructure master, and all these roles. It will be replicating. And what is global catalog? As I discussed, global catalog is something like index of a book. So it will not have all the information, but it has partial information of each domain, that where this domain is located. So as I shown you, when I log into machine, and if I see M Kumar, M Kumar has so many attributes. So the global catalog will not have the information of all the attribute, but it will only have the basic information of Manoj Kumar, that where this located. So these are all the attributes which Manoj Kumar have. So we'll select our primary DC, and we are almost done. See, this time we did not get any error message. All prerequisite check passed successfully. Click install to begin installation. Last time we were getting this error message. If you match here, we were getting certificate error last time in the morning class. Now it is not getting any error message. What was the mistake? We were selecting the certificate authority as well, which we didn't select this time. So the machine is ready. We can see that machine here. Earlier I was showing that it should start showing into our domain controller as well, into Active Directory. So earlier it was showing only two computers but only one domain controller. Now if you refresh here, you see it will show two. Now one more DC. So that's all for today. Hope you will do the practice by watching these labs. Now you can see in morning we were able to see these tools as well, but we were not able to see the domain controller under the list on Active Directory. So that's the reason I have deleted that machine and recreated from the beginning. Thank you all.